Today I'm going to teach you all about how to run a really successful Facebook fundraiser. Ever since I ran my first Facebook fundraiser for 13th Street Cat Rescue 2 years ago, I've been wanting to do a video about this because Facebook fundraisers are such a great way to raise money for that nonprofit or organization that you really care about. So given that, there are a lot of great sites out there that you could use to run a fundraiser, whether it be, GoFundMe or Facebook. But even if you go to one of those other sites, they recommend that you post on Facebook because you can get up to 3 times more reach and therefore more donations for that organization. So for me, it's just so easy to run it all on Facebook. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have even ever run a fundraiser if it hadn't been as easy as Facebook makes it. So first of all, when you are going to go run this fundraiser and you start to set it up in Facebook, one of the first changes that you want to make is you want to change that cover photo. Because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to use the default photo for that nonprofit as your cover photo for your fundraiser. But this is your fundraiser, and people are donating normally because they're friends with you and they care about you, and of course because it's a good cause, but you want to make it personal to you. So that's the first thing I would recommend. I would recommend changing that cover photo. For me, I run fundraisers for 13th Street Cat Rescue, which is where I got my cat Frank, so that cover photo always features a picture of him. The next thing, and this is actually something that I learned when Facebook actually interviewed me because they wanted to also make a video about how you can use this platform for your birthday. And they told me one of the reasons why my first fundraiser with them was so successful is because I had a specific project in mind. So people could really visualize it. What I asked people for was to help me basically get insulation for a structure for cats where they lived before they could be in foster homes. So that was something that people could picture in their mind's eye and really get behind. And then of course, if you do have a specific project in mind, it's really important to show the progress, So after we collected the money, I showed people, from the beginning, I showed people the bids from the contractors, and then I showed them, the before, during, and after photos so they could see their money hard at work. Another thing that I learned when I went to a press conference for Facebook fundraisers when they had raised like $1 billion for these fundraisers was if you use a specific dollar amount, meaning like say you're doing something like for me, like say I'm doing my 41st birthday so that I'm trying to raise $41,000 and then I could try to raise like $41 donations, $410 donations, things like that. Or if it's like your 10th anniversary, you could do things in denominations of 10. That's another way you can kind of just have a clear goal around how much you're trying to raise. So, okay, now pretend you set up your fundraiser. You've got your goal, you've got your cover photo, you're ready to rock. First step, you gotta invite everyone on your friend list. Just makes sense. The more people you invite, the more, chances you have of getting donations. The next thing that you have to do, and this seems like a no-brainer, but you wouldn't believe how many people don't actually do this, is you've gotta donate yourself. You gotta put some skin in the game. You gotta show all of your friends that not only do you believe in this cause, but you're willing to put your money down as well. So that's actually really important. Me, myself, when I'm going, and I donate to a lot of different fundraisers, but I always wanna see, did that person actually donate themselves? So that's really important. Number 2, really, really important thing, and this is like social media 101, is you need to engage with every person that donated or even people that just comment. You need to really thank them sincerely or, thank them for liking your post or whatever it is. You need to engage with all the people that are taking the time to engage with you. A next thing that is really important for fundraisers is you've got to give updates. So like tell people, like last year for me, I said, oh my gosh, we've raised over $1,300 from our first 13 donators. You know, I gave people progress reports as we went. And something else that's really nice about Facebook is they give you like a tracker right in there so people can see exactly where you are in terms of your progress. Another thing that really helps is I send individual messages to people on Facebook, as many as I can. Facebook starts telling me like you're soliciting too much, but anyways, I just try to reach out individually to people and hit me up. There's some extra strategies for that if you want. Anyways, also the next thing that's really important that I see people make this mistake all the time is they just like put up their fundraiser and they forget about it. Social media is now, you guys, it's like, you know, if you don't keep on doing it, you're out of sight, out of mind. I mean, there's always new posts coming up, right? But I think, and I don't know if this is still true, but I do think that Facebook favors the fundraisers. So I do think that chances are high that when you post into that fundraiser, it gets into people's feeds easier because it's all for a good cause, right? The next thing is when you're setting goals, people really want to help you get over that finish line. So when you set little goals, they just really want to help you kind of reach that next level. So for me, I was totally blown away when for my first fundraiser, I set my goal at $1,500 because I was just copying someone else's fundraiser, but I hit that goal in like one day. So I was like, well, I know what's gonna happen now. No one's gonna donate anymore because they figured she made her goal. Why? I mean, I do that. I mean, they made their goal. So what I do, I changed it to 2,000 and then 3,000. And then I got some professional bids and I changed it to how much the whole project would cost. And then we made it. Okay, and then also finally, this, I've got to say, I love doing this kind of thing myself, but if it's not a normal thing for you, I would really recommend it, is just show that appreciation. Anyone whose address I have, I solicit the addresses, of course. I definitely write them a handwritten note to sincerely thank them for their donation. On top of that, hold that thought, I give little like cat treat snacks to anyone who has a cat or who has access to a cat. These are special wet food treats from Japan. So only wet food that my cat will eat. So I figure if my cat likes it, maybe other people's cats will like it too. So those are my best tips for running a really successful Facebook fundraiser. I hope you get out there and kill it. My two fundraisers have raised $7,201 for the first one and $20,000 for the second one. And believe me, if I can do it, you can do it, because I was a total novice to fundraisers. I had never done one before, but Facebook just makes it so easy because your friends are already on there. So if you want to raise a ton of money for an organization that you really care about, just give it a try. Thanks.